In this, we're going to go with the third law of chemical combination now, students. There are 5 laws in which we have finished the first 2 laws, that is law of constant proportion and law of conservation of mass. Now we'll see law of multiple proportion proposed by Dalton. But before again I explain you the statement of the law, let us see the example, okay, which will give you a good idea. As you know, iron has variable valency, and its valency is 2 and 3. 2 is called ferrous, 3 is called ferric. So whenever it combines with chlorine, iron whenever it combines with chlorine, it can form more than one compound. And here it is ferrous chloride and ferric chloride. Okay? These two combines to form ferrous and ferric chloride. Why ferrous? Valency of iron is 2. Why ferric? The valency of iron is 3. So when these two combines, we get ferrous chloride and ferric chloride. Now let us find the mass ratio of iron and chlorine in both the cases. In ferrous chloride and ferric chloride. Iron is 56 into 1 is 2. Chlorine is 35.5 into 2, because you can see there are 2 chlorine here. Similarly, the mass ratio of iron is to chlorine out here. Iron is 56 into 1 is 2. Chlorine is 35.5 into 3. You can see here. So 56 into 1 will give you 56. I could have multiplied this, but I am keeping as it is. 56 ones are 56. I could have multiplied this, again I am keeping it as it is. Now, I have to keep one element fixed, either iron or chlorine. Okay, if you want to make chlorine fixed, you have to make it 1 gram. Similarly, if you want to make iron fixed, you have to make it 1 gram. So I want to make iron fixed in this case. So when I want to make iron fixed, I have to bring this number down. So as this number comes down, it will become 35.5 into 2 divided by 56, and here what remains? 1. So similarly, here also I want to make iron fixed. So I'll bring this down, and as I bring this down, 35.5 into 3 upon 56, and here what remains is 1. So you have to keep the same element fixed in both the cases. So here also I have to keep iron fixed, here also you have to keep iron fixed. If you want to make chlorine fixed, then you have to bring this 2 down, here will be 1. Similarly, you have to bring this down, here will be 1. So it's your wish, students, whether you want to make iron fixed or chlorine fixed. But I have chosen out here what to make fixed, iron fixed. So now if we keep the mass of iron fixed, that is 1 gram, then the mass ratio of chlorine in the two compounds will be what? How much is here? 35.5 into 2 upon 56. It is 35.5 into 3 upon 56. So I am keeping the mass of iron fixed in both the cases, that is 1 gram. Then I am comparing the mass ratio of chlorine in both the cases. So we got this much. Now here, students, we can cancel 35.5 and 35.5. Here we can cancel 56 and 56. So if we cancel 56 and 56, what remains here is 2 and what remains here is 3. And you know that 2 to 3 is a simple whole number ratio. 2 and 3 is a simple whole number ratio. And if the simple whole number ratio comes, then we can say the law of multiple proportion is proved. So now check the statement. When two elements combines to form 2 or more than 2 compounds, right now in this example I have given you only 2 compounds, but sometimes they may form more than 2. If you take any other 2 elements here, they may form more than 2 compounds. Right now it is forming how many? Only 2. So when 2 elements combines to form 2 or more than 2 different compounds, in which if you keep the mass of one element fixed, then the mass ratio of the other elements in those compounds will be a simple whole number ratio. So you can see the statement. When 2 elements combines to form 2 or more than 2 different compounds, right now only 2, sometimes it may form more than 2. Then we have to keep the mass of one element fixed. I have taken here iron. Then the mass ratio of the other elements in those compounds, means here is chlorine, will be a simple whole number ratio. Okay, this is the statement of the law, and if the such ratio comes, the law of multiple proportion is proved. So when you do the numerical problem, law of multiple proportion, you have to do in the same way. 2 or more than 2 different compounds will be given to you. Make the one element fixed, find the ratio of the other element, and if it comes simple whole number ratio, the law is proved. So if you want, students, you can take the screenshot of this, and do remember law of multiple proportion definition, example both is important along with the numerical problem. Okay, thank you.